Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So, listen, the situation is a little bit hectic. So, the reading might be, you might see in the middle a change of, the camera moving because it might be that I will have to interrupt the reading, go to the shelter, and come back. But let's hope that it's not the case. But I kind of feel that it might. Okay, so I apologize in advance. Um, so let's see what are the energies right now, what are the messages that we are getting. I feel like using this deck. So let's get into it. Let's see what are the messages right now for the collective. I will put on my glasses. It is a wintry day here. There is rain. I enjoy it. I know that not everybody does, but I like those days. Okay, vanity. This is what we are starting with, which in reverse. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Perception. This is the driving energy. I like it. I don't know if you know, but this is my subject, my main subject of study. It is perception. Perfection. Wow. Okay. This is the foundation, the stability. Okay. Let's see. What is the change, the path shift, the test? Labor. Okay. With the vanity, obviously, I see the pentacles in reverse, right? Somebody who's all about superficiality. We have forgiveness and faith. We just talk about forgiveness, right? You know that I like the word forgetness more than the word forgiveness. We have wise guy. We have addiction. And we have ancestry in reverse. So it kind of feels that somebody has lost any kind of protection with the ancestry in reverse. Obviously, this talks to me about protection of the highest, intuition, guides, all those kind of things. We might also somehow be talking about a cycle breaker, right? The ancestry can be both sides. It might also be talking here about breaking the cycle, all those kind of things. So, let's see. I said the vanity here. This is the setting. This is the main subject. So somebody was putting a lot of attention to money, status, how people are seeing them, power, how it appears from the outside, all those kind of energies. With the witch here in reverse, two things are coming to me. First of all, we are in the second place. So it is the partnership, the relationship, the choices, all those kind of things. The witch is in reverse. So it might mean that because you might be somebody who is more into the deepness, into spirituality, from their place of all about pentacles in reverse, right? So it's a very materialistic world. They might have judged you as a witch. I know that somebody who doesn't understand anything about spirituality, all those kind of things, for example, because I'm doing tarot, they might consider me to be a witch, right? Like doing dark magic, all those kind of things. I have absolutely no interest in none of that. I don't think that I'm a witch, and if I'm a witch, I kind of feel that I'm a good witch, right? But so it might be that they have painted you as a witch and you are not. It might also mean here that we might be talking about someone who's all about superficiality and all those kind of things, and they do believe in black magic, and they have done black magic on you, and it has backfired. With the perception here, the driving energy, there is something about judgments, about seeing things from a very specific point of view. Very interesting to get deeper into it here, right? With the labor here, I have two kind of energy, or somebody who needs to work differently, or somebody who did something much too much, right? We have the forgiveness and the faith, what must be done. So here we are talking about healing. We might be talking about moving forward. We might be talking about self-love, coming from a place of self-love. In the healing place, we have addiction. I kind of see the devil's card here. So we might be talking about addiction, right? We can see the image here. It is addiction. This is drinking too much. Kind of feels that somebody here is trying to numb their own feelings. The karma is the wise guy. Listen, I kind of feel here that somebody has misjudged you, coming from a place of trying to put you maybe in boxes, right? And because you don't wear the right clothes, because you might be very authentic and not trying to seduce other people or appear a certain kind of way, they might have misjudged you with the perception here, right? At the end of the day, with the foundation and the stability here, with the perfection, I kind of feel two things. They might realize at the end of the day that their judgments are all very, very fake. They see you working very, very seriously, being very much invested, understanding maybe now that you are a cycle breaker, that you are acting from a place of being wise, being intelligent, free thinker, all those kind of things, right? Can you hear the rain? Ah, I love it. So listen. Okay. It's very interesting. We have I have all kind of stories coming up to me here. Obviously, here we have somebody who's dealing with addiction, right? So they are numbing their feelings. Okay, I have to get deeper into that with the tarot and get a little bit more information because this is a little bit confusing to me. So, let's see. I will take this deck and we will get a little bit deeper into all of this, get more information. What does Spirit want to tell us right now? Just a reminder, this might be your reading, this might not be your reading, this might partly be your reading. It is a collective reading, which means that it is a group reading, right? I'm just here in order to give you a little bit more information, insights, or confirmation regarding a story that you are already aware of, right? If I'm talking about masculines or feminine, like for example, if I'm talking about the kings or the queens or the emperor or the empress, I'm not especially talking about the gender, I'm talking about the energy from where someone is operating. So apply it however it applies to the people in your life, and this reading can be past, present, or future. So let's see, let's get a little bit more information here. Tell me here about the setting with the vanity. What should we know about the vanity? Okay, listen, we have here the Hierophant in reverse and the Temperance in reverse. First of all, those are two major arcanas, okay? So we are truly talking here about the life path itself. In the major arcana, we are talking about deepness. When we are with the minor arcana, we are talking about life situation. So here, we are truly talking about someone's way of being right now, right? So, the Hierophant in reverse, somebody who wants authority. We are with the vanity here, I'm not surprised. but they shouldn't have authority, right? Because it is someone who has their own beliefs that might be based on absolutely nothing, but they still want to have some kind of authority. With the temperance in reverse, they are at the end of the day very unstable, right? But they still want to have this authority. Okay, I want to get a little bit more information here. Okay, so we know here that we are truly talking with the Hierophant in reverse and the vanity. The main energy that I am feeling here, it is somebody who is power hungry, and it truly comes here from a lack of foundation, a lack of stability. With the temperance in reverse here, we are also talking about someone who has absolutely no patience. So they need this authority, and things need to be served to them now. They are not patient, none of that. I kind of feel here that we might be talking about a tyrant, right? Tell me more here, please, about this vanity. The Four of Wands. Okay, we might be talking here about a situation related to a house. And we have the devil here also. I'm not surprised with the addiction here that we see the devil. It kind of feels here that we might be talking about someone that wanted to keep you bonded in some kind of way. But I kind of feel with this Four of Wands here that it was related, the Star, it was related to something that they needed or wanted from you, the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, there is here something that they are trying to hide. There is a secret. There is something that they are after. There is something that they are after, and as said, we might be talking about the house. Kind of feel that their stability at the end of the day depends on you being under their control, right? So they need you to respond to them the way that they need you to respond to them. But there is here some kind of something that they are hiding. The High Priestess in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse, yeah. We are talking here about someone who should absolutely not be in authority. With the High Priestess in reverse, also we have the Witch here in reverse. So I kind of feel that we might be talking here about black magic, we might be talking about spell work. We have here someone that has an idea in their mind about something that they want. In order to have it, they need to have some kind of authority over you, and they are ready to do anything and everything, and they are unstable, and they are impatient, right? Tell me here about the Witch in reverse, please. What should the collective know about this Witch in reverse? Ooh, the Justice. Yes, it is backfiring. Okay, so they did something. They did Strength in reverse. I love it. I love. Listen, we have only major arcanas here. So listen, we are talking here about a situation that is in your life since some time, right? We are talking here truly about the personality of someone. Someone who might, since years, trying to have some kind of, I said, authority over you. We are talking here about someone that is angry. I feel anger. I feel that it is someone that you need to walk on eggshells when you are next to them. It is my way or the highway, but in fact you cannot take the highway. They won't allow you to take the highway, and if you are taking the highway, they will do some kind of black magic, right? So we might be truly talking about the voodoo stuff, and we might be talking about spell work, right? Spell work, we are talking about, for example, a smear campaign, trying to destroy you, trying to block you. The good news here that we have with this Witch in reverse, it is that we have the Justice card. So it is truly backfiring, and this is only justice, because what they wanted and the reason why they wanted to have some kind of authority over you was absolutely not justified. What they did was not justified, right? Anyway, when you are acting from a dark place, when you think that you should have authority about somebody else, unless you are the highest, no, you shouldn't have authority over anyone, right? Unless we are talking about a child. We are all adults here, right? So, the strength in reverse, yeah, they have totally lost their shit. They cannot control their feelings. They are enraged with the temperance in reverse, no patience at all. The strength in reverse, yeah, they are totally losing their shit. It's very interesting to me when we have uh, the justice card and the strength card that are coming together, because in many tarot, here the justice it is 11, but in some tarot it is 8, and the strength card here is 8, but in some decks it is 11. So it's very interesting to me that they are coming together here, right? Okay, so backfiring of whatever they did to you. Interesting. So it kind of changes my perception of the perception. Tell me about the perception here. Yeah, okay. Okay, exactly. Listen. So we have here the Two of Cups. This is the first minor arcana. And we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. First of all, yes, as I said, they are reacting now out of anger, out of rage, out of uh, yeah, they didn't get what they wanted, and they are already impatient to start with, right? They are all about, I'm in power, you will do whatever I want you to do. And it didn't work, right? And they are here dealing with the backlash, right, of what they did to you. So people are taking distance of them because they are seeing things very differently now. And they are seeing things very differently now because this person is losing their shit, right? This might also talk about the fact that they were playing the victim in a situation. So this might have been the spell work that they did, right? Presenting you as the bad guy in a situation that in fact it was absolutely not the case. You were not the bad guy. They were just doing it in order to create some kind of misalignment of reality, with the black magic, with the lies, with the manipulation, with the smear campaign, the spell works, all those kind of things. With the vanity here, we also know that we are talking here about someone where it is very important to them how people are perceiving them, right? With the Two of Cups in reverse, people are taking distance of them. Now, let's see the perfection. What should we know here about the perfection? Yeah. Okay. So, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, right? This is a huge liar, right? This is somebody aggressive, thoughtless, rash, confrontational, arrogant, cold, a manipulator. Did I say a manipulator? A liar? Yeah, so what appears now, right? They presented themselves maybe as this kind of perfection, right? Because they know how to entertain their image. The vanity is here. We are talking about entertaining some kind of image, and the image we know what it is. We are talking here about authority, but this person, as said, they are very impatient, and also they don't know how to control their own feelings. So it was obvious that at a moment or another, the truth will appear. And what are people seeing? They painted you. Also, I have the word contrast in my mind. So they painted you in such a dark light, in a way that is so different from who you truly are, that you are appearing to as a perfection compared compared to what they made out of you, right? And people understand now that this person is acting from a dark place. They might pretend to be happy, they might pretend to be this or that or that or that. Somebody who is in this energy of the Hierophant in reverse, they present themselves as the Hierophant, right? It is a little bit like the Emperor in reverse. Very often, the Emperor in reverse, for example, we might be talking about a narcissist. And we know that the narcissists very often present themselves as someone with a lot of charisma, very charming, very attractive, all those kind of things. Someone that you should be able to trust. But we know that the biggest crooks are people that you would trust. If you wouldn't trust them because they don't know how to entertain this image, they wouldn't be able to be the crook that they are, right? So, yeah, okay, so the truth here is appearing, and the truth that is appearing, you are kind of seen. We are in the place of stability and foundation, right? So what appears at the end of the day, it is that they painted you in a certain light. We know that it is because they wanted to have some kind of authority over you. They were also getting very, very angry because they were losing control over you. Yeah, they are very unhappy. The truth is coming out, and the truth that is coming out is truly not flattering at all, right? Because it appears to people now that they are aggressive. They are aggressive. They are confrontational. They are rash. They are impatient. They are arrogant. They are rude. They are rude, right? Okay, let's see here. Let's see what's with the labor. Tell me, please, about the labor. Okay, so listen, I kind of feel that we might be talking here about people who haven't seen the truth about this person that was trying to control you and have authority over you. It kind of feels here that now they want to somehow make things fair. We know that there is some kind of fairness here with the justice card coming up, right? And this person losing their shit. You know, somebody can hold their mask until they cannot hold their mask anymore, right? And here I kind of feel that there is this situation with you not allowing them to have this authority over you. It has truly taking them out of balance because they didn't succeed to do what they wanted to do. And so, because also there is this justice here and the backfiring, this is truly telling me with the strength card, right? This is the same individual, in fact, right? This card is talking about being in control of your feelings, your emotions. This is talking about responding, not reacting, responding, right? It is in the reverse, right? It is in the reverse. So this person is acting very, very aggressively now, and I kind of feel that now people understand what you were dealing with. With the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse, I kind of feel that they understand that this person was somehow using you in order to be lazy and not do the work. So, as said, I saw before the Four of Wands. So, I talked to you about the house. So, we might be talking about a house that this person wants from you. might be talking about money, we might be talking about work, stealing your work, something like that. It kind of appears that people want to be fair towards you now because they kind of understand now what you were dealing with during all this time and why maybe you needed to take distance, right? Yeah. Tell me a little bit more here, please, about this labor. The hangman in reverse. Yeah, so they understand that this person, in fact, is totally stuck. The reason why this person is stuck, it is because they have a plan. They want something. They are very, very selfish and self-centered. So I kind of feel here even that this person, let's remember that this person played a victim, right? In the past, they played a victim. And so at the end of the day, what people are realizing, it is first of all that they are dealing now with someone who is totally losing their shit, right? They are being rude, they are being aggressive, they are being rash, they are being arrogant, confrontational. They see you in a very, very different light right now. And they understand, in fact, that this person, while they might have been playing it as a victim, a good guy, someone who should have authority, maybe because you are weak, you are unstable, you are this, you are that, people understand that there is here something that is totally, totally wrong, right? They know here, they know what's going on. They know that they have been manipulated, that they are dealing with someone who is totally irrational, that they are lying, they are manipulating, all those kind of things. They know that they are dealing here with somebody who is stuck, that there is no way to work with this person. There is no way, right? Tell me please about forgiveness and faith. Forgiveness and faith. Yes, listen, they hope, I kind of feel that those people, right, they might hope that you will somehow forgive them. They might be also dealing with some kind of bad karma, right? The Seven of Wands in reverse, this is kind of telling me that you might have turned your back to those people. You are not even trying to defend yourself. Or we might also be talking about this person who cannot defend themselves. We might also be talking about that. They cannot defend themselves. People are putting some kind of judgment on them, right? So they have no ability to defend whatever they did in the past, right? But because we have the forgiveness and faith, what must be done, this is the place of the what must be done. I kind of feel also that we might be talking about you and them, right? They might hope somehow that you won't be too defensive against them, maybe, be able to forgive them and trust them. Kind of feel that there is also this element here, that they feel that they need to regain your trust in some kind of way. So they might want to do something here, right? To try to regain your trust. So you might have people that were connected to this person, right, of your past, that you might not be interested at all. I already see you in the comments. I know that you are not interested, right? For most of you, you are not interested in those people. I understand. You don't want their apologies. You don't want to listen to them. You do you, right? I'm just saying what is going on here, right? So they kind of hope that they can still have some kind of access to you, that you would give them some kind of forgiveness. I kind of feel, considering where the card is, that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you accept their apology or not. They want you to trust them. They want to regain your trust in some kind of way, right? So I kind of feel that they know that this is what they need to do, okay? And it's totally separated of what you will do with it. We are talking here about them. They feel the need now to regain your trust and do everything in their power for you to forgive them. Why? I kind of feel that it might be many, many things, right? Some people can truly come from a place, very selfish place. They are uncomfortable with themselves. Now, we might be talking about some people who are opportunistic, and so they don't want to be associated with the other person. And now they want to associate with you because it looks better. We might have those people, but we might also have people truly that are coming from a place where they were totally blinded by this other person. Okay, we might be talking, for example, uh, uh, um, about the children of this person, right? So the children of this person, it is very normal that they trusted their parent, okay? So please, we have to have some kind of balance here, yes? You have totally the right to say, I don't want anything to have to do with my past. But putting everybody in the same bag, it is just a big no. A big no, because yes, some people are opportunistic, some people are self centered, some people are not trustworthy, but other people are growing. Other people are learning important lessons. Let me remind you that I think that as the collective, we are um, into other people's lives also in order to help them gain awareness and self-awareness and all those kind of things, right? So as said, you might still think, okay, I don't want to deal with none of that, right? But you might also understand that some people might truly come from a place of growth, right? And so your energy here is very important, because if you are just, somebody who is trying to grow, trying to do the right thing, understanding new things, and you are just, putting them, in the boxes of the black and white, and yeah, you hurt me in the past, so now you are in the black box, and that is all. It reflects somehow also about you, right? You might still say, listen, it is a very painful time in my life. I don't want to go back with it, but I appreciate your apology. I see that it is very sincere. So thank you, right? Just say. I think that it's important because I kind of see sometimes some kind of, I understand it is a defense mechanism. It is a defense mechanism. But if you are truly healed, it doesn't come from such a defensive place. You can say, it's okay. I understand that there are all kind of people, but I don't want to deal with that anymore. Taking the responsibility of saying, I don't want to deal with that anymore. But no, I am not putting everybody in the same bag. Because we cannot put everybody in the same bag. And if this is what we are doing, then at the end of the day, we are not better than the people that has put us in some kind of box and acted in a certain kind of way because of that, right? Just saying. So, let's see here about the addiction. Tell me about the addiction. Yeah, listen. We have a lot of major arcana cards here, right? Yeah, somebody is numbing themselves. They are escaping themselves. We are talking here about the person who thought that they should have some kind of authority with you, where it was all about appearances. They painted you in a horrible light. They try to change the perception of people over you, and it is backfiring now because people are seeing that you are all good. You are all good, right? Yeah, listen, the hermit in reverse, they might also feel the need to hide. They might be hiding because they are dealing with addiction. We are talking here about someone who is trying to numb themselves, right? And at the end of the day, we have the star card here. This is talking about, there is a real contrast here, right? But they might pretend, I kind of feel here that they might pretend that everything is fine. They might say that they are working on something, but in fact, no, they are just hiding. They are suffering, plunging. I won't say suffering. I don't think you want to hear that they are suffering, but they are trying to numb themselves. They are trying to escape. But yeah, they might be pretending that they are working, they are not working, they are hiding, right? Tell me here why the star card came out. Tell me please, the star card. Yeah, because exactly, we have the lovers here and we have the two of pentacles. They are pretending that everything is fine, right? This is what they are doing. So if you are seeing them online, this, that, right? They might be pretending that everything's fine. I kind of feel that they are a little bit hiding, but they might just be hiding parts of themselves, like the addiction, for example. I kind of also feel here that with this star energy, there is also something here about them versus you. The star, it is being in alignment, acting from your higher self. This also goes back to the discussion that I just had with you, right? Acting from your higher self, once again, with the lovers. We have the star and the lovers, right? So as said, you might say, I don't want to deal with none of it in the past, but don't put everyone in the same box, right? Be an example. Balanced, right? Balanced. If you are meant to help heal the collective energy, right? So you understand that there is no way of putting everyone in the same bag. You know that you yourself has been tricked in the past. You know that you yourself has believed lies and manipulations, right? You know that you yourself, even when you knew that you were dealing with somebody toxic, you didn't know how to act with them. You know it. You know it. And I kind of feel that at that time, you would have want someone not to just paint you as someone horrible because you didn't act from a horrible place. You acted from being confused, from being manipulated, from fear maybe from belief that you can save the world, right? So please remember who you were. Remember what you did in the past, right? It's not about getting to a place and then become arrogant, right? It's not about that. We are going through all those experiences also in order to remember what we did. I was an enabler in the past. I have been manipulated in the past. I had situations that I was walking on eggshells when I knew that I was dealing with a narcissist. I had situations where I knew that I was facing a parent that was destroying their children and I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything, right? So we are going through those experiences also in order to understand others. And as said, it doesn't mean that you need to deal with them. If it's in your past, it's in your past, you don't want to deal with that, it is totally legitimate and it is totally okay. You might feel that the soul contract is over, right? But still, right? If you are coming from a place, no, all the people are bad, all the people are this, all the people are that, then you still have some healing to do, right? Okay, this being said, the wise guy. The wise guy. Tell me here, please, about the wise guy. Okay. We have the Page of Wands. Ooh, we have a lot of things that came out here. We have the Page of Wands, and we have the Magician in reverse. Yeah, there is an aha moment here, right? We have an aha moment here. People understanding that they were dealing here with someone who was manipulating a situation, trying to create some kind of imbalance, right? I don't know how both of them came out, so I will put them back and I will take more cards. We had also the King of Pentacles here. Kind of feel that they were trying to create some kind of imbalance, blocking you from being able to become the King of Pentacles, right? But it's in your energy, so if it's in your energy, this is what you will manifest, right? Okay, so the aha moment here, right? They are gaining awareness, right? With the wise guy, they are gaining awareness about this person being a master manipulator. Magician in reverse. I kind of feel that they were totally blinded. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. They understand that this person was trying to hold on to something. Maybe money. Maybe money. We have a lot of pentacles coming out here, right? Yeah. Okay, the truth is there. The secrets are out. The truth is there. People understand, in fact, that you might have acted truly like a wise guy because you were trying to preserve yourself, right? That you had to be secretive. You had to act from your inner knowledge, right? Because maybe people don't understand why you didn't defend yourself, why you didn't speak up, speak out. Maybe you tried, right? But at a certain moment, you might have understood that, anyway, they were blinded by the perception that was given to them. So why should you? Why should you? Right? But I kind of feel now that they understand what's going on here. We have an aha moment. We have the Magician in reverse. The aha moment, it is about the lies, the manipulations, and all those kind of things. Someone who is trying to hold on to something. It might be money, it might be a house, it might be authority for some kind of reason. With the High Priestess, it might also be talking about the truth that you know about this person, right? They didn't want you to expose who they are. Maybe you never intended to, but they might have been afraid of that. And I kind of feel here truly that people understand that you have acted from a very wise place. I kind of feel that we have admiration here, right? People admire you for the way that you have acted and reacted. We have perfection and we have the wise guy, right? Okay, let's see here with the ancestry. I don't know why, but I feel the need to shuffle. Tell me please here about the ancestry in reverse. What should the collective know about the ancestry in reverse? Yeah, listen. Listen. Okay, listen. With this ancestry in reverse, what I truly feel here, they have no more protection. They have no more protection, right? We have here the Queen of Swords in reverse. Critical, bitter, judgmental, all those kind of things, right? And then we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. There is no happily ever after. There is none, right? Because of their energy, because of who they are, right? But we are talking here truly about someone, that even as a child maybe, they woke up in the morning with a bad mood. It is kind of someone who always had some kind of issue. We are talking here about someone who doesn't heal. They don't overcome things. Like it's kind of a weak spirit in some kind of way, right? This is what we are talking about here. Someone who has a lot of things to say about others, right? It's not pleasant to be in their environment. It is not pleasant. But it kind of feels that they are totally blind to it. Okay. Let's go to closure here, please. Yeah, listen. At the end of the day, right, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is talking about, being dependent. Being dependent, right? So this person who wanted some kind of authority, who presented themselves as being some kind of person of authority, at the end of the day, they are dependent, right? There is here some kind of financial aspect. I cannot detach myself here of this financial aspect. So, I said it might be that they were after your house, that they were after your money, that they were after something like that. It might also be that they were afraid that because of what you knew about them, the truth, the secrets that you knew about them, right? It might cost them money, right? And this is why they wanted to have this kind of authority over you, because they knew that you could see them, see above the mask, know exactly who they are, and this is why they needed to present you as a witch, right? So people would still look at them in the way that they needed in order to somehow have some kind of financial advantage. This is what I feel here. Okay, let's take one more here for the closure. Give me please one more for the closure. We are ending with the Tower. We are ending with the Tower. They are going through a tower. Whatever they were trying to do at the end of the day, it has backfired on them. Yeah, listen, they have no more protection, right? They have none. If we are talking about your family, you are the cycle breaker here, right? Obviously. Yeah, they are going through a tower. What can I tell you? They are dependent and they are going through a tower. So yeah, they are not in a good place right now, obviously. Is there something else here that we should know? Yeah, they are trying to get away with what they did, right? Yeah, they are not in a good place. We know that. We know that. Whatever they were expecting to come towards them, it is not coming. Why? Because we have balance here. They cannot defend themselves anymore. They cannot defend themselves anymore. People know that they wanted to be admired, that they wanted to up you. How do we say? Be above you. And at the end of the day, you are the winner here. People know that they have been smooth talked, that they have been lied to, and the cycle is over. We have the World card here, right? Listen, usually when I have the World card, I'm ending it here because this is saying the cycle is over, but I just have to also show you the card that comes right after the World card. I have no other choice because it is just... We have the Death in reverse. Oh! And we have the Devil in reverse, right? Usually I should stop here, but with this underlying energy, I have to share it with you. The Death card in reverse, a total ending, a total ending. People are not bonded to this person anymore. They see them for who they are, right? The perception has totally changed, right? So whatever they said, the lies, the impact that they had on other people, the way that they could manipulate other people, it is not working anymore. There is a total ending for this person. This total ending, it can be a lot of things, right? But it is a total ending. The Death card is in reverse. Yeah, the cycle is over. Okay. The cycle is over with them going through the tower that they were trying to create in your life, right? Yeah. We have a lot of major arcana here. We are talking here about a very serious situation that you might have gone through, right? On every line, we have major arcana all over. So anyway, I hope that it was helpful to you. I'll see you in the comments. I wish you a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching this. Until very, very soon. Bye.